English 112, Miss Brewer here for your week 5 video lecture. And this week you guys are finishing up, you should have finished up last week reading Othello, and you've responded to your journal on Acts 4 and 5. And so this week we are going to actually move into some content coursework type thing. So you guys are going to participate in a final discussion forum on Othello. And for your final discussion forum, make sure that you choose one of the questions to respond to in depth. When I say in depth, I mean 250 to 500 words, give or take, and making sure that you are directly referencing the play, that you are using citations and direct quotations when you respond to 1 through 6. So you're going to respond to one of those questions. You will create your thread where you say which question you're choosing and write your response. And then you need to respond to at least 2 peers and a substantial reply. So this is your final Othello discussion, so it encompasses the entire play. And we are getting ready to write a comparative analysis. And so in order to write your comparative analysis, you will need to watch a film version of Othello. So what we are going to do for our comparative analysis essay, you will be comparing the play that we read to a modern version, modern-ish version of Othello, and it's called O, and it was put out in 2001, so it's like almost 20 years old, but modern-ish. The idea here is looking at this film. It was in the early 2000s, so it's one of those films that's targeting younger people, and we're going to try to analyze whether or not the film does a decent job of telling Shakespeare's story for a younger audience in a more modern setting. So that's kind of what we're analyzing. So as you watch the movie, you need to prepare for that. So I provide you with a link to watch the film, and you will need to purchase it. If you choose to do that, you can purchase it through Amazon, and make sure that you take notes and things like that stand out to you. We are going to be focusing on a particular theme. So what I mean by that is maybe you want to focus on the theme of jealousy. Maybe you want to focus on the characterization of Iago or the characterization of Othello. Maybe you want to focus on the gender issues that occur within the play and the film. Maybe you want to focus on the idea of this violence that happens within the relationship between Othello and Desdemona. Or maybe you want to focus on the manipulation of Iago on everyone, but you're going to pick one of those things to determine and whichever one you think is the most important in the story, and you're going to choose to compare whether or not the film does a decent job of portraying that. So it's really important that we understand that that's why we're watching the film. So kind of decide what you might want to analyze about the play before you watch the film, meaning maybe if you want to focus on Othello, if you want to focus on Iago, if you want to focus on racism, if you want to focus on classism, if you want to focus on gender issues or violence or manipulation or any of those things. Pick that and watch the film in that regard. And so this week all you're having to do is to watch the film. And then next week we'll actually, work on the paper. So take as many notes as you can when you watch this film. Be sure to take lots and lots and lots of notes. It also will help if you go back through your discussion boards and if you go back through your journals to kind of see what has stood out to you and what quotes you have gathered, because that will probably help you to decide what you want to focus on when you write your paper. But essentially you're going to be comparing the play to the film and kind of picking out an aspect that you think is super important and determining if the film does a decent job of portraying that. And then the other thing that you're going to do this week is you're going to review this PowerPoint that I have. This is a review because you should have learned MLA and MLA format and all the things that go with it in your English 111 class. So you'll review the PowerPoint so that you understand the expectations of writing a paper in MLA format, because that's what we're doing for the first part of this course. And then you will take your MLA review quiz. and the MLA review quiz, that's your attendance assignment for the week. So make sure that you get that done by Sunday night. So I'm just writing that it's an attendance assignment so you guys remember. So you have 2 things to do that you're actually turning in this week: your final discussion forum and your MLA review quiz. Then also during the week, you need to take some time to watch the film O. Now I'm also going to provide the opportunity for you to come to campus. If you don't want to buy the film for $2.99, you are welcome to come to campus and I will show the film, and that will take place on Friday, February the 29th. So Friday, February the 29th, I will send out an announcement on Monday of this week and let you know what room to come to and what time. And on Friday, February the 29th, you can come and you can watch the film for free. And you certainly don't have to come to campus. You can also rent the film online. So it's up to you how you choose to access this film, but you do need to make sure that you watch the film and that you take notes and you prepare for the paper that we're going to write next week. If you guys have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email. I will be catching up on your discussion forums this week, so I'll probably give you maybe a little video to look at this week that just kind of talks about what you guys have said so far and elaborates on some of that. And next week you can kind of prepare. We're going to write an MLA formatted thesis and outline, and then we're going to write a paper that compares the play and the film, so we're going to analyze it that way. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email and I'll be happy to address those. Have a great week.